By way of additional examples, I will do the binomial theorem questions from CK12.org. So this is one where we want to start by getting 10 right. The questions will adapt to us, and you get help when you need it. So here we want to expand the binomial a minus b exponent 6. They do all start with a to the 6th. The second term according to the binomial expansion is going to have a coefficient of 6. So only D could be right. Now, we want to expand this one. 3 exponent 4 is 81. So that's all correct. We're not going to have any negatives because all of our coefficients are positive. This is the only one that is exclusively positive. So find the coefficient of x cubed. Here we're leaving out commas in your answer. So that just means if you have a 4-digit number, don't put the comma in, just write down the 4 digits. So when we're expanding this, if we have to have x cubed, the first term would be x to the 4th. So we're looking for the second term. So that's going to have a coefficient of 4 from the binomial theorem. We're going to multiply by 2 cubed and by 3. These are going to be the values that we have. 2 cubed is 8. So that's a 32 times 3. We end up with a 96. Okay. Our gauge here, we're at proficient. We ideally want to go to mastery. Now, coefficient of x to the 5th, that is our term with exponent x5. So we're going to have exponents 8, 7, 6, 5. This is our 4th term. So using the equation here, we want k to be 3 to get our 4th term. So we are going to start with 8c3. We're going to have a 4 to the 5th. And we're going to have a 3 cubed. So 3 cubed is 27. 4 to the 5th is 1,024. And 8c3 is 56. 56 times 1,024 times 27. This coefficient is 1,548,288. Coefficient of x cubed here, we're going to want the 4th term because it's x to the 6, 5, 4, and then 3. So the 4th term would have a k of 3, so that's 6c3, and then we're going to have a 2 cubed and a 5 cubed. So 6c3 is 20. We're multiplying that by 8 and by 125. Well, 8 times 125 is 1,000. So that's just going to be 20,000. So the coefficient of x in this expansion, that'll be our second last term. So we're going to have 4 to the 8 times another 8. So 4 to the 8 times 8 is 524,288. Now we want to find the coefficient a in that term, a z to the 6 to the 15 in the expansion of this binomial. So this is 1. So that's the 6 and the 15. That's consistent. 6 and 3. That'll be times 3. So we would have our z to the 9, 8, 7, 6. So the coefficients of that would be 1, 9. Well, really what we're looking for is 9c, and then we want the 4th term, so it's 9c3. And that's the only source of our coefficient, because the others have no other terms. So 9C3, that's 84. We want to find the coefficient of x squared here. So that wouldn't be our lead term where it's 4, the term where it's 4, because that would be x cubed. So we're going to have a coefficient of 6, that's 4c2, times, in this case, a 6 squared. So 6 times 36, 216. And let me just check if that will be the positive one, yes. The odd exponents of x in here would have negative coefficients. So how can you choose 6 cards from 9 different cards? That's 9C6, which is mathematically equal to the 9C3 we just calculated. So it's 84. And they're asking you to make 10 rows and just count across. But as I've said many times with machine scored questions, they can't tell what process you're using. So here we want to find the coefficient a of this term. So we're starting with a z, we have to get up to z to the 7 in an expansion of 12. So the odd number terms will have a negative coefficient of z. So we have a 12 here, we want to get that exponent up to 7. So this, in this case, k is 5. So we want 12c5. to get us to our value. So it's a negative 792. Okay, and that's a solution for the CK12 activity.